Hey everybody, welcome to our YouTube channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications for our upcoming videos and episodes. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Today is what today is.
Redline Thursday. It's Redline Thursday. Hey,
Ah,
my favorite day of the week.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, because of this show, that's probably the only reason I know what days of the week it is. I just be honest. Since quarantine, it's like, eh.
It's,
But because
it's
of
Monday.
Redline Thursdays, I know it's Thursday.
Look, it'd be Monday, and then it's Sunday, then back Monday. That's how it is for me. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's a whole merge. But
Whole
yeah,
merge.
we are here, people. Once again, you're
Dang.
tuned in to the greatest podcast ever to exist in podcast land. Well, at least I'm speaking that.
Yes.
So we are here. We are back. We are in tune. We are tapped in to another beautiful week. So everybody, welcome to the Redline Podcast, everybody. Hosted by Queen Alexis, she over there. And by myself, Nelly Swag09, right here on TalkShoeRadio.com. The doors are now closing. Please take a seat. Hold on tight. This train, as it pulls from Howard, headed south to 95th. And on today's episode, we talk about the cycle of situationships. Yeah, I said it. Situationships. What are they? How do you deal with them? And so much more. But before we get into all of that and talk about it in depth, y'all know what we got to do. Y'all know what we got to do. My favorite segment, your favorite segment, the world's favorite segment, the
Mm-hmm.
highly requested, most contested, the best doggone thing. And you do not want to be in this segment if you've been ignorant, but you know you get some shine. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody on this train, say it with me. Say it loudly. Loose
Blue
squares, and
squares and
loud.
loud.
Featuring some blackened mouths. Brought
Man.
to you by our very own Queen Alexis. So Queen, as we talk about the entanglements of situationships, what is your loose squares and loud for this Redline Thursday? Go ahead, break it down, tell the peoples.
I. So this the thing. This thing going on with this. Since we talking about situationships and stuff, let's just be honest. Have any of y'all had one of them conversations with your friends and they talking about former lover? You know, somebody it was either a former lover or a lover they really ain't that serious, but you trying to figure out why they still dealing with them. So I was just so happening to be watching. You know, they have the Facebook watches, and they always come up with the paternity court. And all these situationships that ended up with a kid, oh, it's hilarious. Cause the dude be like, man, I know this ain't my baby, but I mean, we was together, but we weren't really together. But we was together on the weekend, like every other weekend, like visitation. The whole thing be like so crazy and stuff. But you know, a lot of us, most of us gotta say we get into it. And yeah, you just got that one person that you just can't let go because something about them is good. Most likely it's the sex. Let's just be honest, it's most likely the sex. I'm a witness. This a couple of dudes that I still ain't let go yet, and they ain't shit. But because it was the sex, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But it just boggles me for the simple fact that now your situationship ended up a bigger situation. Now your situationship is now a baby situation. Ooh, so how I just always wonder, like, what you gonna say to the baby, mommy? How did you and daddy met? You know, I picked up your mom up at the club. We got it in, and but hey, here you go, and there it is. So I was always wondering when you watch the paternity court shows and you see that, you be like, this all situationships. What y'all gonna say to the baby? Or why the baby made their first TV appearance on Maury? I'm just saying. That's all I got for today. Have fun. I'm through.
Well, Queen Alexis, we want to thank you for that segment of Loose Squares and Loud, featuring a little black and mild. And it's true, a lot of situations ships end up on Murray, divorce court, paternity court, Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil,
All of that.
you know, Steve
Facebook
Wilkos,
Live.
just all of it, just all of it. So
I mean,
today, I know we've been dealing with some deep rooted topics and all of that, which is what this show is mainly about, to talk about the things that mainstream media doesn't talk about, or just to give y'all a sounding board on some things. But today we just gonna talk about something a little lighthearted, but something that I'm sure everybody could deal with. As the great Keith Sweat once said, it's a right and a wrong way to love somebody. And sometimes the right and the wrong way is a situationship. So, like I said at the top of the show, we are talking about something that if you've been living just a little bit of time, something I'm sure y'all know about, and that's situationships. So, what is situationship? So according to healthline.com, the definition of a situationship is a romantic relationship that is undefined, uncommitted. It may be based on convenience or short-term circumstances. That doesn't mean a situationship can't have some or even all the trappings of regular relationship, including emotional connection. Yeah. So as we get down to it, so is situationships complicated? Are they clear? How do you navigate them? With situationships, for me, I always thought about it like this. Situationships are more than friends with benefits, but it's less than being single. What I mean is, if you single out here, you got a whole people on your roster. You got about 2, 3, 4, 5 people you could call with any given moment. But when you're in a relationship, you're committed to that one person. But a situationship is that's a person who fits the situation for what you need. It's like they're the Allen winch. You can screw damn near anything with that winch. So that's the one thing you keep. You keep a Phillips screwdriver in your junk drawer because you damn near can use it for everything you need. You always have duct tape because you can tape up whether it's a leak, whether it's a tear, no matter what. And that situationship is your person. They're that tool in the junk drawer that you just pull out when you need it to be. But sometimes they become all reliable, and becomes complicated because everybody say I'm a player. I know what the deal is, but here's the thing: how do you not get your feelings caught up, especially if you in this situationship is not just like a one night stand, but y'all got some history together. But y'all know that maybe it doesn't work for y'all to be together, but you're comfortable with them, so y'all together but y'all not together. But you say I don't want to be with you, and but after you get done doing the next morning, you're like, what are we? Like y'all be cuddling and going to movies, and they're your plus ones at events and weddings, but y'all not together. So do you continue to talk to other people? And like, how does that work? Queen Alexis, let me know. Because I think situationships is quite complicated. I don't think it's as clear cut dry as most people think that they are.
Okay, here's the thing. It can be clear cut dry if the communication between y'all stay on a consistent basis. The reason why it get complicated is because you are investing so much time and investing so much emotions and everything into that other person. So when you do that, when you do that and you become attached to that person or invested in that person in such a deeper level than what it was when y'all decided to do this, and without communicating that, oh, yo, I'm in my feelings. Oh, yo, I feel like this is a little bit more than what we thought it was, or or yo, what's up? We need to talk. This what this is. This what we said this was gonna be, but this is what it is we need to find out what that is. Like, what are we calling this? Is this a friends with benefits situation? Are there more stronger feelings and emotions there, or stuff like that? It becomes complicated when you don't have no communication about developing feelings and emotions with all of this stuff going on. A
Facts
situationship
only.
supposed to be a situationship supposed to be a straight up wham bam thank you ma'am. That's what it was supposed to be. Pretty much y'all meet up, y'all when you horny, that's your old reliable. You hook up with them, get your rocks off, get up and leave. Get the head, you get leave. Get the bump the bed and then leave. But when you start investing so much emotions and time and everything, that's when things get real complicated. So
That's true.
situationship
I,
is
f-
just
I would say this. Friends with benefits to me, it's kind of clear. If two people walk into a situation and then that they know that, okay, this is what I need you for, this is what you need me for, and it's kind of clear, and you don't really get caught up in the what ifs or the I cans or any of that, because you know where they stand. I know you know where I stand and all of that. But I believe situationships are not friends with benefits. The reason I say that is sometimes with situationships, you get caught up in them because you might have history with that person previously. Like, for example, you could have been in a relationship with that person. Like, y'all could have shared feelings, y'all was really in love, but y'all broke apart for a multitude of reasons. I'm not saying that's the ex you always go back to and y'all get on y'all nerves. Sometimes it's growth. And sometimes situationships are kind of that tricky door that opens back up into an actual relationship. And sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you got to be careful. Like when you know that ex, that one that had a hold on you, like Smokey Robinson said, you really got a hold on me.
mhm.
Like he's like, I don't like you, but I
I
love you.
love you.
Seems that I'm always thinking
Thinking
of you.
of you.
Oh, 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 you do me bad now. My love, you're glad now. You really got a hold, like that, like that
That
stuff.
that
Smokey in the '60s, that song is a situationship.
that
If you
is.
really listen to those lyrics, that whole song back in the '60s is a situationship. So a situationship has just not been coming on from millennials and all. Like, nah. Some of us are probably birthed some from situationships. Like your mama went to the Earth, Wind, and Fire concert, or went to that
Her
Luther
reason.
concert, and it some happened.
A lot happened.
So and then you're here. So my thing is situationships are kind of like a door to something, because if you already got, for example, I will use myself as a personal testimony. I'm I'm in an interesting entangled place right now. I have an
Hmm.
ex that we been together for years. We got love for each other. We care about each other. and we really do have some deep feelings for each other. And he might give me that late call at like 1 in the morning or even 1 in the afternoon and be like, "Hey, you want to come over and watch some Netflix and just chill?" And in the back of your mind that it's not just to just chill. Or they hit you with the, "Can we talk about us?" And you
Oh
like,
shit.
"No, you just didn't say Kim." And it's like, ladies, if you feel me, say it, amen. Like when they hit you with that,
Amen.
"Can we talk about us?" And you like, I can't. I don't want to go, but should I go? I don't want to leave, but I
No,
gotta go right now. Like,
they just
or they
straight up
might,
hit you with that. Can we talk just
yeah, like,
for a minute? Be like, no,
or and then it's like, you're trying. And then I've been in that situation where it's like, no, we said we're better apart. And it doesn't mean that that person is toxic. That doesn't mean that that woman or that man is not a good woman or a good dude. That just means that maybe for right now, y'all don't need to be together, but y'all can't necessarily let each other go. So when they hit you with that, "Can we talk?" Or, "Yo, I just want to, just chop it up with you, see how you been." Or, I'll cook you some food. And ladies, they know how to get you. If they say, I get you some food, it's like, damn, you know I'm greedy. You know I like chicken. And why you gonna tempt me with some food? Like, don't do that to me. But I've been in that, and it's like, yo, I'm trying to figure this thing out by myself. I need to figure out, can I really leave you alone? Let me just go cold turkey on you. Don't call me, don't text me. And if I'm not crying every time I see your picture, all of that, then I realize that yes, I can breathe, I can live without you. But it's like they have that, it's like that fishing rod. It's like the fish really thinks they're free, like they really think they're free, then they just reel your ass back in. And that's what a situationship is. And me personally, I've experienced it, kind of going through it. And it's like, and it's hard because going to the next point, is your situation out of comfort or convenience, or is it really you're not trying to get to know nobody else? Because it could be the fact that you get to a certain, if you've been dating long enough, like for the average woman, if you started dating at 16, 17 years old, and you're approaching 30, or you're in your early 30s to mid 30s, you've probably been in a few relationships at this point, unless you've been blessed to really hook up with somebody, a high school sweetheart, college sweetheart type of situation. But if you haven't, and you've been like dating, it's like you get tired of the merry-go-round of the, I gotta get to know you. I gotta get to know your dislikes and your interests, and meet your mama and all of that. And I just like, it gets to a point where you just get comfortable and be like, "Hey, I know everybody, you know everybody. It ain't nobody's business what we are, okay?" Cause you gotta get pissed off when they start being styled. "So what are y'all now? None of your business, okay? It's none of your
I put
business.
it.
We know what we are."
I put it quite simple like this. Since we telling our business and stuff, damn, Charnel, damn.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. Talk about
okay.
it, Alexis. Talk
Um,
about
I'm,
it.
I'm in a very interesting one. I have been married and I have been divorced. Only once and everything. To my children's father. And I think as long as we was fighting and everything and couldn't stand each other, it 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 moved the process to get over him much easier because I couldn't stand his ass.
Facts
but
only.
but when we get along, then my mind rolls back to, man, what if we was like this all the time? Everything was cool. Like right now, me and him, we are friends. We are good friends. We are in a very good place of co-parenting and everything. Um, and I have my moments where I wish, like, man, I wish this was like it is now. back then we could have been stayed married and everything, but the situation make what will remind me is, okay, it had to happen that way. Something had to happen that way in order for you to, let go. But when you got history
Woo,
with
talk about the
somebody,
history.
and not
Talk
only you got
about it.
history, not only you got history with them, but I have children. My history is not just past. I got history and I got future shit going on here.
Exactly. And,
This
and,
dude is about to be a part of my life. It's pretty much part of my
for the
life
rest of your
forever.
life. For the rest of your
Forever.
life. Like that saying of, oh, you got to just deal with them for the next 18 years. Now, the
Yeah, no.
litigation of saying, okay, this is when this child is an adult. So after 18 years, but hell, we're grown, and we know we have a relationship with our parents when we grown. And you get married, or your kids who become their grandkids have events, and they're in the same womb. Like, you're never going to get rid of this person ever.
You never, ever.
So so that leads me to this. When the baby mama baby daddy relationship, it can get you into a situationship sometimes. Like, when you have a child with that person, and like, even if you didn't have a child with that person, but especially when you do, it's like you be thinking like, damn, what if? And then, even if it's not a situationship, when you be feeling some type of way that the baby daddy or the baby mama's in a relationship, and they talk about this person is such a good person and all of this, and you're happy for them, but a part of you is like, I want you to be miserable a little bit longer, and then let me be happy, then you become happy, then you can brag about your happiness. It's like, don't be happy before I'm happy. How dare you? How dare you say that this chick is all of this and she makes you better and all, like, that's all. Yeah, yeah, that's cool, but
Man,
no, 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 Negro, you shall not be happy. Be talking about building a future with her, and I had to deal with the struggle years with you. And that's
the
what
angst
sometimes
is.
the situationships, you still hold on to that person, because it's like, I spent 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years with you when you didn't have a job, when you was figuring it out, when you was trying to work on it. But as soon as you get on your feet, you get right, you hook up with a new chick. I didn't say trick, maybe, I don't know. I'm having flashbacks, but I mean chick, woman, and 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 you see that she's now reaping the benefits of the work you had to put in. Like, you was on ground level, you was building the foundation, you was stacking the bricks, you was in the concrete, but now this mf about to live in the house. Oh, hell no. Like, you not finna do this to me. I was here when you didn't even know, like, any of this. Like, I was with you when we was eating 2 for 20s at Applebee's. Now you taking this mug to Roof Crisp?
When we was eating 4 for 4 at Wendy's.
Like, I was with you on the bus, but you pulling off in the new car with out the dealership with her. Like, no, you shall not. And that's why you kind of stay in the situationship, because you was like, you it's like you want your reparation. Like, you need something out of this. Like, you are not walking away from this thing empty handed. I might not get the wing, but I'm gonna try to keep the dick. Like, I'm gonna try my hardest to like, you the person who wants to sabotage it and say, yeah, I'm glad she's a good woman for you, but do you know she got 3 nipples? Do you really want to date a chick with 3 nipples? Like, you making up stories. Like, I heard that her cousin crazy and he got like 4 felonies. And do you
I
really want to
heard,
marry into that
but I,
family?
but I heard that those ain't really her edges. She sprayed them on. They ain't her
Like,
edges.
you
They
like
ain't her
you
edges.
like, I heard she ain't got no pinky toe. Like, she has no pinky toe. Like, do you really want to be with a woman who only has 4 toes? Like, really?
I
Like,
I heard that her left ear got a little elf ear. She got elf ear. You want to date elves? What you, Santa Claus or something?
ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, like you, and that's why, and this is why you gotta hold on to the situationship, and it's like, especially if they like your baby daddy or your baby mama, it's like you're grateful that, okay, if you're somebody who's not ignorant, and you really are like, hey, if the father of my child is super happy, then you know how you feel like when you feel happy. Like, your kids can tell when mama got some last night because she just she cleaning up that. What you want? You got pancakes, breakfast. Your kids be coming out. Oh, mama, daddy made mama happy last night. Like, you know, when you're
Well, Mama,
happy,
can
you're
we
a
get some
better
candy?
mother.
Yes, baby. Look, be like, Mama, can we get some candy? Yes, baby. What you want, lollipops or peppermints? What you want? What?
You like
Thank
you give them
you,
like you give them so much because you're happy. So if the father or the mother of your child is in a happy place, they're a better parent because they getting their self-care done. And I'm not talking about, a foot massage. Like the foot
self
massage
care.
legs or
We
something.
gonna say
But
self care.
yeah, it was self-care. It was self-care. Yeah, it was. So
But wait a
I
minute,
just
Chanel. Chanel, I gotta interject here. That can always go. That also can go for just for somebody that you don't have kids with. Where you be
facts.
like, I'm in the trenches, even if you ain't in a relationship with them. You the one they come to when stuff is going on with them. You support them. You oh, they coming up. They came to you first about their dreams and goals, and you in the trenches with them. And then they
Facts.
graduate. They get up to the big top. They get to the goal. They achieve their goal and got their dream going. And then they turn around and date this new bitch. You be like, hold up.
It's true. It's true. It's true. And let me preface this by saying this. A situationship is not a side chick situation. It's not. It's not a side dude, side chick situation. Now those things can progress. Now you could be the
Correct.
cleanup woman, and you could be like, I'm coming here to clean up what your woman is not doing. But then it flips, and you think that you got control of the situation, but then the dude flips, and then now you just caught up in something. You like, wait a minute, what happened?
I'm the
So
pimp.
like you feel a little like what's going on, and like back to what I was saying, it's like whether that's your baby mama, your baby daddy, or you just got history with the person, it's like you end up in these situations, and then it's like and you try to end it with that line where we could just be friends. Like, no, you can't. Like, you
Mm-mm.
cannot be
Mm-mm.
friends. This is Deborah Cox and RL. We can't be
Can't
friends.
be friends
like
ever.
like like we can't, because it's just too much there. Like, there's some exes that I'm kind of cool with, and like, for example, the father of my of my daughter, like, we're cool, like we have a real cool relationship. We're at this point, and I'm cool with that. We're co-parenting. He's in his relationship. I've done me over the years with my relationship, and we've just managed to be like, we are better as friends than together, and you've come to that realization. But then there's just some people where for a fact, like, your feelings are so into them, like you can't be friends. Like, this can't be the person like they talking to you about. Yeah, I met this new girl and I really like her, and or y'all can just talk open. Like, no, like, there's a couple of exes. If they called me today and they wanted to chop it up about how happy they are or what they're doing with their life, I'd be like, oh, you're blessed and highly favored. I gotta go. I'm not finna talk on the phone with you, because I know me. I get too caught up, and I gotta check my feelings at the door. And that's another thing with situationships. How do you control those feelings? Because you could be doing everything in that situationship. Like, y'all could be talking on the phone, Y'all could be having sexual um entanglements with one another. But it just doesn't end with sex. It could be y'all cuddle afterwards, or y'all talking, or y'all texting, or y'all can watch movies together, or y'all say y'all don't go out on dates, but y'all do go to a movie or go to a restaurant. And it's like y'all doing everything like y'all in a relationship, but you're not in a relationship. And then when that person is talking to somebody, or they be like, "Hey, yo, I won't be able to holler at you tonight. I'm gonna kick it with old boy. I'm gonna kick it with old girl." And it's like a part of you is like, "Oh, okay, have fun." But when you hang up, you be like, "This nigga ain't shit." I don't know why I deal with it, but it's like you say, "Wait a minute, I know what this is," but and I truly believe this. I don't care how cold hearted you can be, like your feelings are your feelings. You get caught up in things, and and sometimes to say when should you leave and when should you move on, it's like, and how you not getting jealous is sometimes when you know you need to move on from that person, is when you realize that it might be a tad bit toxic. Like, I'm not talking about toxic like this person is so draining, or they're not a good person. Like, they could be a good person, but you know you being in this cycle is not healthy for you and your mental state, and how, and your emotional well-being, where you know, like, yo, I can't keep doing this. Like, you can't, you and you try to break away, but then, like I said earlier, they hit you with the "can we talk?" Or before you can say, "Nah, I ain't gonna come over," they be like, "Hey, yo, open the front door." Wait a minute, why are you
Whoa,
outside?
whoa.
Wait.
Hey, you. What you doing? No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's
And then
those situations that make you go, really? When I want to leave. When I want to leave you alone. And I get it. Ooh, I had a couple of them that I was like, for real though. For real, you gonna
and
call
it's
me
true.
this time
And
of
then
night?
why?
For real?
Why are the situationships when you know, okay, you've made it in your mind, you've said, you know what, Lord, I'm gonna be committed to you. I'm gonna just move on, and I'm gonna focus on my dreams and my aspiration. As soon as you get your shit together, as soon as you like, I'm about to shake them, they text you at 1:30 in the morning. Like the devil was busy. Be a
4 o'clock in
Fitz,
the morning.
Jesus. Take the wheel. Like, take it. Like, why? Like,
Just
why
the
have you
wheel,
forsaken me? Like, take the whole car, the
car,
back
and the
seat,
road.
front seat, the trunk, the accelerator, the transmission. Just take it all.
All of that. All of it.
And, and everybody, like, ladies and gentlemen, don't be out here acting all up to do. Because I know our generation is, as much as I talk about how sometimes there's some people who's not on their stuff. I see a lot of us got businesses, and going to school and got bachelor's, master degrees, got these good paying jobs, got these nice places. Like, we really leveling up out here. Like, we're some smart individuals, but love and sex makes you dumb sometimes. It does. It really does. And it's like, when you're trying to level up, like, and I've had that, like, when I've made up in my mind, like, I'm gonna move on, I'm gonna just do me. And then as soon as I haven't thought about you, I deleted the pictures from my phone of you. I've really just cleansed myself of you. And I deleted your name out my phone, and I've done it all. I've just totally gotten rid of every trace of you. I've put all the stuffed animals in a box, all the pictures, everything. And then your ass texts me at 2 o'clock in the morning, talking about, "Hey, I was just thinking about you. How are you?" And you like, what? Like, what? Or be like, "Hey, I'm sending an Uber for you. I want you to come
Whoa.
see me." And you like, "Huh? You
Whoa.
did you did you sent the who? You might need you." And it's like, and then the part of you is like, "I don't want to be rude. He spent his money on the Uber." What does it hurt for me to get in? What does it
It's
hurt?
just the
Like,
courtesy of it.
it's just and you trying to rationalize the stuff in your mind like you on your way over there. You talking to yourself. You giving yourself a pep talk. You shall not open your legs. You shall not look in his eyes. You shall not kiss his sexy ass lips. You should not let his manly hands touch you on the small of your back. You will
All the
not
while.
sleep with
Look,
him.
all the
You
while.
will not sleep with him.
All the while you getting dressed, you making this pep talk. You are look, it is 2 o'clock in the morning. Your face is beat to the gods. Your hair was before he called you was in a body, in some rollers, in a wrap. You done got that bad boy with the swoop over the eye. You putting on your come fuck me hard makeup. You putting on the push up bra with the matching panties. You know damn well we don't match our bra panties all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
We the matching panties, you get the one crop top or the outfit that make that accentuate all your curves. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You was just in the bed with some slippers or your socks on. Now you in some 6-inch heels talking about I will not fuck him. Stop
It's true.
damn
It is
lying.
true. It is true. You say to yourself, you give yourself that talk. While you giving yourself that talk, you are in the shower using your Bath and Body Works luscious lotion to smell real good. You are saying, I shall not let him touch me, but you know what scent he likes to have on you. So you put that scent on. You grab that black trench coat out the closet. You put it on, and knowing good and well you was just in a bleach stained
Bonnet.
t-shirt with your grandma panties on, and you was just watching some on Netflix eating little mini donuts. Talk about I'm in for the night. And then they hit you with that, like I'm sending the Uber for you. Or they hit you with the I'm on the way. I'll be there in 15 minutes. You get out. You never took a whole bath so fast in your life. You got your foot on the tub on the sink, just wishing front to back, not back to front to back, not back to front. Like, come on now. You trying to find the nair. We wear shorts. You trying to make sure everything is straight and shaved up, and you got the ball fade down there, all of that. Like, and it's just like it seems like a never ending cycle. And Alexa's over here laughing because she has done that exact thing that I'm talking about right now. And she has told me on many phone conversations, yo, I'm done with him, Chanel. I'm done with him, Nelly. It's a wrap. Like, I'm out here. I'm not hanging up the jersey. I'm out here I'm out here in these streets. I got a roster. I got the point guard, the center, the small forward, all of them. Then she get back with this same nigga who just been who got that pull on her, and I'm like, wait a minute, flag on the play. Let's review the play. Come on, let's go to the monitors. Did you just say to me last week? But you like, but he smells so good, Shauna. And he looks so chocolate, and I didn't know what to do. Like, I need to go to rehab. I think I got a problem. And I'm like, it's okay, it's okay. She over there, she over there like Pookie in New Jack City. It keeps calling me. It just keeps calling me. You
Now,
know
why?
when you know when Chris Rock was about to smoke the crack and he just had that cry and he didn't want to do it. Yeah, that's how she be looking. That's how you be looking at your text messages on the phone. Like, oh my god, don't hit send, don't hit send, and then you hit send like I'm on my way, and you just break down and cry. Oh,
Why? Why?
oh.
Why does this cap shit? I done had them conversations with Chanel getting dressed for the dudes. Be like, I'm done. I'm done with them. I'm done. I'm not fucking. I'm done with him. Putting on this tight ass dress. Talking about, I'm done. I'm done, girl. I'm going to bed right now, girl. I'm going to bed right now. Got my lace front on, girl. I'm going straight to sleep. He calling me. He
Like
texting
she
me
had
now.
sent me
Bullshit.
She has hit me with the conversations of, yeah, like she has said, yo, Chanel, like I'm really I'm really about to be committed. Like I'm finna focus on me and my kids and work on building my brand and my business. And
Yeah,
I'm really about it. Like I'm about it. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then you see a Facebook status talking about, Dale. Come in and say Dale. See Mike come there, me wouldn't go home. Like she in such a good mood. Like like, who are you, Harry Belafonte?
huh?
Like,
Huh?
like, and see, this is why we didn't talk about it when it first happened, but this is why I think August Alsina finally spilled the tea. Like he thought the situationship, the entanglement was like, okay, I could deal with it. I know you married, and this is what this is, but she put the WAP on you. Jada Pinkett Smith, she had that OG WAP, and you just didn't know what to do. Like you thought you was the player. You like, oh, I'm a young thoroughbred. I'm in my 20s. She probably can't handle this. She been with the same man for almost 20 years. Woo wop the bam. Then she hit you with the bada la do. Wop bop badoo bop bam boom. And
And
then you
boom.
you you in the days. You in the days and said, and then the situationship, the entanglement, just you got entangled in your feelings, pimp. It's okay. It's okay. He hurt. He hurt. But we are he needs some milk and
and a and a nap. He don't need no milk and cookies. He had enough cookies.
uh, yeah, had them oatmeal raisin cookies.
Chocolate chip.
But so like and that's what I'm saying. Like the situationships, the entanglements, it's like we cannot sit here, and that's why I can't sit here and necessarily ever judge anybody. Like if you know you got that homegirl who keep going back to that dude, and you keep saying, ain't you say that dude ain't shit? Sometimes you just got to be the homegirl who be like, let me just shut up. Shit, they will, like, we eventually figure it out. We eventually separate ourselves from them, but it is a cycle, and sometimes it's a cycle that's hard to break, because if it was just purely based off of sex, and if you know, and I don't want my holier than thou people talking about, see, this is why the word says you should only commit to one person. I get it, but we're human. We have faults. We have stumbled. If you've been blessed enough to live that, and to be celibate until you found your one, until you found your compatible person, then
Hallelujah.
God bless you. But all if it was really just about sex, some of us can really, and a lot of us can really cut each other off, because if the person is not a good person, if they a trash person, and it was really about sex, she was like, you know what, I could find this any place else. I don't have to deal with you. If all you giving me is just a little, 10-minute pump, then I'll be about my way. But
Oh,
it's not really about the sex when it comes to a situationship. It's about the emotions. Like, it's one thing if you can have me sexually, like, oh yeah, you know how to hit it, cool, that's great. But when you know stuff like my favorite wine, or my favorite movie, or my emotions, and that doesn't mean somebody is necessarily manipulating you, but they just know you so well. They know how to touch you. They know how to look you into your eyes. They know the things to say to you. They know the registry and the octave they need to talk to you in, and what level they need to have their voice in, and the things they can say to you, and what nerve to pinch to make you quiver. And those things are harder to break away from than it just being about a physical attraction to the person. Because there's a lot of fine dudes and a lot of fine women out here. But when you have an emotional, soulful, that soul tie connection with somebody, and it's more than sex, it's really, y'all have a friendship. Like, it's more than friends, and it's even more than lovers. Sometimes it's a real cosmic type of connection with this person. Like, they're your addiction, they're your drug. It's like you it's like they're your aspirin and your headache all wrapped into one. It's like it's like they're your addiction, and it's like how do you shake them? And you try to shake them, but then you go through withdrawals and you keep going back. So situationships, we cannot judge people off of having them, and sometimes we've been caught up into them. And God bless you when you break away, but it's harder to. It's easy to say, "Hey, just leave them alone. Don't answer their calls no more. Don't respond to their texts no more. Don't do that to them no more." But when you got history, it's hard, and that's where that comfortability, that familiarity, all of those things coexist in that world. And that's why a situationship to me is what you call the relationship gumbo. It's like everything's in it. It's the sex, the emotion, the love, the history, all of it. And it just leads to so much, and you just trying to figure it out. And man, it's not an easy thing, people. It is not an easy thing.
at all. It ain't. It really ain't an easy thing. I mean, let's just be honest. We human. We got that situation. And sometimes I want to say this. Sometimes good sex can get you in your emotions.
Oh yes.
Amanda Seal said it better. Sometimes when the dick touched the heart, it touched the heart.
It's at your heart. It's in your
It
heart.
touched the heart. And some of these dudes out here be touching souls and ancestors. And I'll be like, no, look, I don't
I
need
yeah,
you to go play. Play.
it's like
I
it's
love
like
you.
I know. It's like some dudes be making you feel like senda oh say da da yeah,
Sure.
like you're back in your roots, like you're really in your feelings.
Look, I got through with you. Look, after we get through screwing, I get to my valence and wrapping up my hair in the kente cloth. I don't even know where the cloth came from. Be like, ooh, whatever you want, whatever do you want to eat, my son, this whatever do you want to drink, this I am never known, but those no situations. But what we gonna do about this? What you not gonna do, Chanel?
All right, people. All right. We are about to enter the new segment we premiered on the show last week called What You Not Gonna Do. And please go check that out. But for this week's What You Not Gonna Do is what you not gonna do, people. We have the presidential election coming up. And we have all of these things, and like I said last week, we we know Kamala Harris is on the ticket with Joe Biden, and a whole lot of people have their feelings about this because of what she did and how she was as a prosecutor and all of this. But let me just explain something to you. What we not gonna do is not vote, okay? Because we need this man's to go. We need, because we right now Trump is what we thought Plankton would be if he ever got the Krusty Krab secret sauce. That's who he
Right.
is. And we have to vote. Like, it's so important because, and I don't care. I don't care. Like, check this out. If a black woman, under the guise of the law as an attorney general, says she has to convict these people, have to do these cases, have to do all of this, and she did her job excellent, in order for her to prevail politically, then what we not gonna do is say I don't like what you did and act like people don't have the evolution to change. Y'all say that y'all change. Y'all say that what y'all did was for a reason. Like everybody who was out there last week looting 2 weeks ago, y'all said y'all had y'all
Mm,
reasons. Kamala Harris had her reasons, but she's here. She is in a position of power. And what we need to do is we need to vote. And for all you MFers who said that y'all want to vote, y'all gonna vote for Kanye and white him in. Don't you do that. What we not gonna do is do that. Because if
you
it was
crazy.
for reality TV star clearly wasn't fit for this job, you think a rapper is? I'm not saying that people can't be diverse, and as a citizen, you shouldn't have the right to run for office. But this man is conspiring with the Trump campaign to try to pull votes from the Biden campaign. He's literally talking to Kushner, who is in Trump's administration, which is illegal. There's been 4 signatures on his paperwork to try to get him on the ballots in different states. So do not fall for the okey doke. Not all skin folk is your kinfolk. Everybody got their own agendas. And what we need to do is, I'm not saying we don't need to hold Joe Biden and Kamala Harris accountable and not have them, you know, with their not just give their our vote freely to the Democratic Party. We need to say, okay, we're gonna vote you in, but we're gonna hold your feet to the fire every step of the way. We're gonna need you to reverse everything Trump has done. We're gonna need you to say Black Lives Matter. We're gonna need the Democratic Party to respect the young voices coming up. We're gonna need you to do all of these things. That our votes are not just guaranteed. You're gonna have to earn the black vote. You're gonna have to earn the youth vote. You're gonna have to earn the underprivileged vote. But our votes matter, because if our votes didn't matter, mailboxes wouldn't be disappearing. If our votes didn't matter, then the postmaster general wouldn't be taking out mail sorting machines out of these post offices. So people who are doing mail-in votes to be safe during COVID, that wait a minute, we're going to try to suppress the vote as much as possible. If your vote didn't count, they wouldn't have killed our ancestors and say that we couldn't vote. They wouldn't have put those silly tests to say, guess how many beans is in the jelly in this jar for us to vote. So what we not gonna do is act ignorant. And on November 3rd, we're all gonna go to the polls, whether it is to mail-in vote, if it's to cast our vote early, whatever we gonna do, we need to get Plankton out of office, okay? And that is my what we're not gonna do segment for this week. Amen. Amen. So that's all I gotta say. But as we wrap this thing up, my final thoughts on situationship is this: we all have situationships. We all have dealt with them, and sometimes just let them work out as they are. Address them. Try to talk about them. And if you get caught up in, every time you're trying to leave, they keep pulling you back. Sometimes you just have to maybe accept that you in that cycle right now, but don't be afraid to break out of it and know that it's going to work out at the end. And you won't be in this never ending situationship forever, hopefully. And just be mature about it. And understand that there's some people who just got some emotional, physical, and spiritual ties to you. But that's why you got to be careful who you hook up with, because you think that you only hooking up with them for a couple of nights a week. It turns into a couple of years. Then before you know it, you've been with them for about a decade in a situationship.
or
So
more,
yeah, or more. Amen, Alexis. Amen.
or
Amen.
more.
Yeah, she know about that. Never mind. I'm gonna tell her business in these streets.
See, you got to be on
See,
punishment.
I'm sorry. Like, this is what happens when you've been knowing each other since y'all been about 15, 16 years old. So
It
you
happened.
kind of know. Yeah, I know too much. I could write a tell all book about her life. It'd be a bestseller. I tell you. I tell you, it really would.
You
It's a
know
whole
what?
movie. It's a stage
Anyway,
play. It's coming soon.
anyway,
Yes,
anyway,
Lexus
anyway,
Chronicles.
y'all make sure y'all
Anyways,
like our fair page on Facebook.
okay, okay,
Check
okay.
us
I'm gonna
out
wrap it up.
on
I'm gonna wrap it
Spotify and
up.
YouTube.
I'm
Anyway,
gonna wrap it. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up because I don't want to spill all your tea while I'm over here sipping on this wine cooler real quick, because it called
let's
for it.
talk all my team down.
Yeah, I'm spilling the tea while I'm sipping on the wine. Anyways, so as we pull into the 95th Street station, please grab all your belongings and exit. This is as far as this train will go as you head up the stairs, elevator, or escalator, and head to your next destination. We want to thank you for riding the Redline with us. Please come back next Thursday and every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time right here on Talk Shoe Radio. Our number is 717-734-6904. Show ID 511 £19. You can also check us out on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube page, the Redline Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications for all upcoming videos and episodes. Also, we are on Google Podcasts as well as Spotify. Don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell some more friends to like our Facebook page, the Redline Podcast featuring Loose Squares. Also, if you're interested in promoting your event or your business or any other business inquiries and to get in contact with me and Queen Alexis dealing with anything with the Redline Podcast, you can hit us up at redlinepodcast2020 at gmail.com. Once again, redlinepodcast2020 at gmail.com. Send us an email. We'll let you know. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at NellySwag09. Follow me on Instagram at NellySwag09 and follow me on Facebook on my fan page. Like and follow at Nelly Swag on 9, or you can shoot me a friend request on my personal page, Charnel Nelly Logan. Let me know what's going on. We will soon be waiting for email confirmation that we should soon be on Pandora and iHeartRadio, but I will let you know with those future platforms. The more platforms we get in, the more announcements we will make. And we just want to thank you. And me and Queen Alexis are talking about merchandise and a whole lot of things right now. And those announcements will be coming soon, as well as when COVID is letting up, we might be having a live experience. So if y'all love us right
Yeah.
here every Thursday, we might be having a Red Line live experience coming soon. We will keep you posted about that. Queen Alexis, let everybody know what you got coming up, what you got going on, and all your shadigs and your digs and where they can meet you at.
Well, y'all can meet me here on Talk Shoe Radio 3 times a week. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And coming up on this Saturday, you know it's Bad Hatter Saturday. We're going to be talking about what dating and relationship expectations look like when you hit your 30s and your 40s and your 50s. You know, life changes. Situation change up in your own life. So when you looking for love or you in a relationship, what does that look like? Like, what is your expectation from your mate or your future mate or your spouse? And we will be having guest hosts there. Our guest host going to be our CEO for Sofa Entertainment Production, Daniel Middle Soul Davis. He's going to be calling in and going to be giving the married side. Devontae and Mavis going to give the single side, and I'm gonna be giving the I just made it to 30 and I already been married and I'm divorced and I'm out here in these streets
She
side.
out in these
Amen.
streets. She's in situationship. So that's gonna be
All the
probably
way,
part two. Her whole situationship.
all the way. All the way. But call in at 717-734-6904. The show ID will be 991-5968 #. Tune into that. You can find me on Facebook. My fan page, Queen Alexis. All three fan platforms got a fan page. There's a fan page for Mountain Queens Court open mic, a fan page for the Red Line Podcast open mic, and a fan page for the Mad Hatters Podcast open mic. Um, yeah, I'm on there. My regular page, Alexis Sherelle Owens. You can also find me on Instagram at Queen_Alexis 1990. And yeah, coming up probably in the next few months and stuff. I'm gonna be doing a couple of lives with the open mic on Tuesdays, and you might can see me. You gonna see me live performing and everything at different places. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for that. That's coming up soon.
Yeah, yeah, people. So, before we get out of here, although we are podcast, today is National Radio Day, and shouts out to Queen Alexis, who we started off together. We saw a post that she posted when she was doing her live radio show right here on Talk Show Radio, probably around 2015. a few years ago when I first came on a guest host, and that memory was just so crazy because that was some years ago. And then look at us now with our own platforms, with her with 3 shows, with me, with us hosting together, hosting a successful podcast together. So I just want to say that that was a humble beginning. Nobody knew
Yes,
that
it
we would be
was.
here. We were just, I just came on as a guest, and our chemistry clicked. People kept saying for us to come back every week. We took a break. We strategized. The podcast came into fruition, and we're here. So just to let y'all know, I know those Facebook memories sometimes can be touchy because it might be memories of like an ex or something that happened. But for real, sometimes looking back at where you came from and to where you are now, it's nice to document those things. Because when you look now, it's like, wow, who would have thought that back then when we was just, doing something just to have fun, and we was just BSing around, that we actually turned this thing into a whole show, a whole platform, a whole movement, a whole brand with listeners and fans and followers. So thank y'all, because without y'all, this would not be possible. So for every listener on Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, and right here on TalkShoeRadio.com, for every download, for every impression, for every share, for every like, and for all of it, we just thank y'all, because we can only go up from here. But it is greatly appreciated what y'all have done for us. And I just had to take a moment to say that that's where we started, and to acknowledge that we did start off doing a radio show. Now we're doing a podcast. So, it's only up from here. TV show coming next. I'm just saying.
You, you.
So, all right,
I
everybody, we about to be out of here. Thank you again for listening to us. Right here on TalkShoeRadio.com. Thank you for riding the red line with us. Every Thursday, come back. Come back next Thursday and the following Thursdays. We got a lot of things going on for you right here on TalkShoeRadio.com. Peace and blessings. Oh yeah, don't forget. Please vote and arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor. Much love. Peace, y'all.
and we out.